Hi and welcome back to Normski TV and today's daily transfer. Boy, today, man, it was a hot day. Struggled out there, but I'm back home, refreshed and ready to give you some news on some possible transfers or rumours, so to speak. I mean, we've been talking about this for quite a few weeks now, and yet to still hear whether the announcement for Willian is done. We know he had a medical the other day. Still haven't heard no news in terms of announcement, and also the Aubameyang deal. We want to hear hopefully something by the end of the week. So let's look out for that. But yeah, let's get into the transfer daily. And today, Arsenal have been linked with a player that they were looking at about 4 years ago. Quincy Owusu. Quincy Promise. Sorry, got the name wrong. I've got another guy I'm thinking about. Quincy Promise from Ajax. A player that they were interested in about 4 years ago. But for whatever reason, they didn't go for him. Apparently, we're shown some interest in him. He's 28 years old. Plays as a striker, as a winger, very quick. And he's going to cost around 25 million. It's going to cost about 25 million. Now, as I said, they were looking at him back in 2016. And at the time, he was, 24? And I think he was bought from Spartak Moscow for 11.6 million pounds. Now we're talking 25 million. I just think that might be a bit too much to be looking at paying, 25 mil for this winger. I know, yes, we've got William, but we've got him on a free. He's 28. For me, we got a lot of wingers. You've got the likes of Saka, you've got Martinelli, you've got Aubameyang who can play out on the wing, Nelson. There's a number of players that we got. Even William himself, can play out on the wing. So I don't think it's really worth pursuing this. I don't know what you guys think. If you think it's worth going for Quincy Promise, I mean, I've seen him play and he's quick and he's skillful. But are we willing to pay 25 mil to Ajax? Obviously, he's played Champions League, and I'm sure they're going to be back in Champions League. Would he leave to come and join the Premier League? I know it's his dream to play in the Premier League, so I don't know. But I don't know. I know Arsenal are ready to, cash in on Alexander Lacazette, but I think we should keep Lacazette. Because I think him and Aubameyang have struck up such a good relationship and partnership, and for him to go and to try and replace Lacazette, especially playing in this league, he's really adapted well to the league. So for me, keep Lacazette and stop worrying about doing any transfers or swap deals with Juventus. I spoke about it earlier on today in my transfer daily this morning about them doing a swap deal with I think it's Douglas Costa and Higuain. Nah, I mean, these guys, now forget it. We want to go for players that are much younger. Obviously, yeah, they're going to cost us more money, but with the situation with COVID and the pandemic, it is really making it difficult to go out and buy the players that we want. So we have to kind of think a little bit differently in terms of how we do our transfer. A lot of it is going to be, doing it via, possibly swap deals, installments and stuff like that. But, we want to get the right players in for that. So that's who we've been linked with him. Just to say he's scored 12 goals in the Dutch league and he's picked up 4 assists. And that also comes off the back of just 3 goals and 9 assists for Sevilla in 49 games. I don't know what that's about. Let's read that again. So Promise scored 12 goals in the Dutch league this season, picked up 4 assists. And he moved to Ajax in 2002. Both he can kick with both feet, which is good. But I just don't think it's worth going after this guy. So I would put a rain check on that and just go for someone different. Right, let's move on. Let's look at a possible swap deal with Lucas Torreira and Roma, where they want to do a swap deal with their midfielder Amadou Diawara, who plays for Roma. He's, I believe, 23. I think he's about 23. Let's just check. He's 23, and there's a possibility that a swap deal could be done between Lucas Torreira and Amadou Diawara. He is a defensive midfielder who plays in Serie A, but in terms of his goal contribution, he's just looking at his stats. He's only scored 1 goal and 1 assist, and he's made 22 appearances for the Roma side. So, he hasn't played a full season with them. He's made 22. I'm assuming the other games that he's played, he's possibly come on as a sub. But would you swap Lucas Torreira with this Amadou Diawara guy? As I said, he's young, he's a defensive midfielder, and I know we definitely need a defensive midfielder because obviously we need to be able to shore up those players in front of our defenders. So someone like him is a big unit. How would he fare? Is he an upgrade on Torreira? Is he better than Thomas Partey? I don't think he's better than Thomas Partey. For me, it's all about Thomas Partey. It's all about going for him and making sure we lock down. I will come to him in a minute and talk about how we're going with his deal. But just going back to Amadou Diawara is 22. Let me just get the actual thing for you. So yeah, so he's 22 years old, and no, sorry, he's 23 actually. Let's get that right. He's 23 years old. He's from Guinea, and he stands at 1.83 meters tall. So I'm assuming he's about 6 foot, if my math serves me right. And as I said, 22 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. Would you take him? He's currently valued at around about 16, 17 mil. Possibly that could go up to 20 mil, depending on if say a big club does come in for him. They could easily, Roma could actually, push it up to about 20 mil. Would you take Amadou Diawara to the Arsenal? I mean, I would really be focusing on our main target, which is actually Thomas Partey. That's for me. That's who we should be concentrating on. So let's see what happens, if that's something that's going to happen. It looks like Lucas Torreira looks like he's going to leave the club. Whether he goes to Roma or Atletico Madrid or even AC Milan, there's a lot of clubs that he's linked with. I just don't think Lucas Torreira has been able to settle properly. I mean, when he first came in, when he was playing in his right position, he was doing well. And then, Unai decided that he was going to play him as an attacking midfielder. Crazy. And then I think from there on in, injuries and just loss of form and just, confidence, his games kind of went downhill. And with him sort of playing under Mikel Arteta, he hasn't really had much game time under him. So it's looking like he's one that we could be moving on. If we can get 20, 25 mil, I would prefer if we could sell him, get the 20, 25 mil cash so that we can get it and put it towards a decent target. So we're linked, as I said, a swap deal with Lucas Torreira and Amadou Diawara from Roma. Right, let's move on quickly. Let's have a look here. What other news is out there? Okay, let's talk about Thomas Partey. And, we want this guy. We want this guy. Atletico Madrid are not budging on his buyout clause. It's 45 mil. They want it to be met. Arsenal are saying that they're not going to, meet this target. They're not willing to pay that. They want to, do swap deals. There was a number of players that mentioned Guendouzi, Lucas Torreira. I can't remember the other players that are that have been mentioned in terms of Lacazette. But it seems as if Atletico Madrid don't want to do any swap deals whatsoever. They want the cash, and they need the cash because obviously due to this pandemic they haven't got the money, so therefore the cash would definitely do them well. Now Thomas Partey, if we do get him, as I said, it's going to cost us around 43, 45 mil. But also his wages, it's saying that he's looking to earn or wants to earn £200,000 a week. And the problem is that can Arsenal afford his buyout clause? Plus, can they afford the wages that he wants? That's a question I'm asking everybody. Do you think that Thomas Partey is worth £200,000 a week? That's what it's rumoured to be said that's what he wants. I don't think Atletico Madrid, I know they want to extend his contract, but I think that money that he's asking for is going to even put them off. So they really need to get him off the books. So, is Arsenal going to be willing to pay £200,000 a week to Thomas Partey? Now, right, for me, he's just coming into the Premier League. I think he's a good player, but is he worth £200,000 a week? Who knows? Again, please put it in the comments. Look, 120, 125,000, and if he really does well, then yeah, extend his contract up his thingy. But £200,000, that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money, and as I said, Arsenal have not got a lot of money to be spending about. So let me know what you think. Do you think Thomas Partey is worth £200,000 a week? As I say, he is our top target. He is our top target, and that's Arteta and the board. That's who they want. But the problem is that the board are saying, or Arsenal are saying, that they're not willing to meet the buyout clause. But I think once the Champions League is over, I think talks will resume, and I'm sure and hoping that they will come to some sort of agreement. As I said, whether that's going to be a swap deal or part player, part cash deal, who knows? But we really need to be getting this guy because he will definitely make us much stronger come the new season. Now, let's quickly move on to see if there's any other news concerning... Yes, Callum Chambers. Fulham are interested in Callum Chambers. At the moment, he's currently injured. And he is basically looking like he could be surplus to requirements in terms of, his... I don't think... when he played for Fulham on loan, or albeit that they did go down last season or the season before, he was probably their best player. And when he did play for us, when he covered in that right back role, he did quite well there. But obviously injuries set in. But what sort of money are we going to get for him? Now it seems like Fulham are definitely interested. He's worked under their manager, and it seems like he's interested in Callum Chambers. At the moment, he's out injured. He has suffered a cruciate knee ligament, and I don't know how far down the recovery is, but I'm sure he's been out for quite a long time now. But I'm hoping that he gets back to fitness, and then it's about thinking, well, it's time we moved you on. So yeah, it's saying that Fulham are interested in him. Obviously, they've just been promoted, and let's see what they're saying, because we've got loads of defenders right now. William Saliba, you've got Louise, we've got possibly obviously we've got Pablo Mari, who's out injured, and the possibility of getting Gabriel Mengalis from Lille. So he looks like he's not going to have no way in if he was to come back to full fitness. We bought him for 12 million from Southampton, which I think it was 12 million, and I think going up to 16 million. But yeah, I think it was 12 million that we initially bought him for. He's quite a versatile player. He's 25 years old, and it looks like he's surplus to requirements. So, Fulham are going to be looking at him. I don't know what bids or if they've had any conversations, but I'm sure if Callum Chambers he's not going to be assured of his position in the defence, then maybe it's time that he moved on. So again, I'm not going to ask you to put it in the comments because I probably know what you're going to say. It's probably time that he moved on. Let's have a look to see if there's any more news. Obviously, you talked about Dani Ceballos in terms of Real Madrid wanting to keep him for next season because apparently, again, rumours that they've got all their team up for sale. Dani Ceballos is a young player, he's 23, and the likes of Luka Modric, who's like aging now, he's like in his 30s, 34. It looks like maybe they're going to look at Dani Ceballos when he comes back in pre-season, and if he can, show, the sort of form that he was showing for us at Arsenal, then maybe Real Madrid will be looking to keep him. But at the moment, as it stands, any talk of a loan deal with Dani Ceballos is now off, as Real Madrid want to keep him for the upcoming season. Just one last one, and that's to do with Usum Awaya. Now, it looks like that's the guy that plays for Lyon. Very good player. And Chelsea have also now joined the actual hunt for Usum Awaya, if I'm pronouncing his name right. He's 22. He has 3 years left on his contract. And it looks like Lyon know that there's a possibility that he could leave this transfer window. Arsenal are very much interested in him. Obviously, Chelsea will offer him Champions League football. I think if my memory serves me right, I think he was, if somebody could just tell me in the comments, I think it was either 45 million or 54 million for the fee that they're looking to sell him for. Again, can Arsenal afford that? Doubt it very much, but we are interested in him. So let's wait and see what happens on that front concerning Usum Awaya, if I'm pronouncing his name. Usum Awaya. Let me know in the comments if I'm pronouncing that right, okay? But other than that, there's no other news to talk about. Obviously, we're still waiting to hear about Willian and Aubameyang. Let's see what happens. Hopefully tomorrow we'll hear something. But maybe, possibly, Friday the 14th. Number 14 on the back of his shirt. 14 FA Cups. Is that the time that they're going to announce it? Let's wait and see. Listen, take care. Please like, subscribe and share. And I'll see you on the next Transfer Daily. Take care.